Give yourself grace when you fall into sin. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Look, the lust and the temptation, it's always gonna be there. As a man, it's always gonna be there, but you gotta figure out how to hold yourself and be like, I urge here, I urge there, I don't know what to do here. Yeah, I understand it, right? But this is what the enemy does. A lot of times the enemy will tell you, hey, you just fell into sin. This is the box that I'm going to put you into. So what I need you to do is bounce, 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 bounce. I need you to tell yourself you're not worth it, you're bad, right? I need you to tell yourself, hey, just keep doing it, you're falling into sin, no matter, you're pointless, you're worthless. And what I learned about this from my own situation is when I was dealing with sin and I was dealing with temptation, I was staying there. I was staying there. I was telling myself, oh, the calendar, I've been this many days. I did this many days. I'm golden. Next day, fall, be like, bruh, go on my stint, another 21 days. And I'll be like, oh, this is. I was a man without purpose, guys. I was a man without purpose. I didn't see, I thought I'd been through a lot, but I didn't know. I thought that was the only thing I would struggle with. I used to pray for, I'm like, God, this is the only thing that I'm struggling with. I keep falling into temptation. I'm talking to this girl. I'm doing this. I don't want to do this no more. Bruh. And I kept doing it over and over. And then I started to realize, when I said it was one specific day, I said, God, I surrendered, I looked at him and I said, God, I surrender to you. I surrender my sins. And from that day on, I was washed. I was clean. I felt love, right? But here's the thing. I'm going to be a firm, honest with you guys. I recently just fell into lust and to temptation. And what I realized is this is how God's grace works. This is how his love works. I want you guys to really understand this. I thought I was going to be this guy trapped in this box again. I did it again. I'm not worth it. But what happened was because I surrendered to him, I understood I was loved by his grace. So what ended up happening, the enemy was like, oh my gosh, we got him. They was laughing, they was happy. And I said, whoa. My God loves me. He gave me grace. This is what happened. You guys understand, we all have these moments. And this is what I want you guys to understand about God. This is why he's such an awesome father. He put me in the sun. So I was never in this trap door anymore. I didn't have these bad words to tell myself. I found that there was so much fruit coming from his presence alone. I failed. I recognized that I failed. But I didn't need to tell myself that I'm a bad person. I hate myself. I dislike what you're doing. I was like, I'm so saved by his grace. I can look at myself and say, you're fine. You're okay. Because this was a moment. That moment is allowing me to talk about this right now. To say, after days, I'm still good. I'm still saved. I still am loved. That's the power that people don't tell you. People are going to tell you, hey, keep telling yourself these comments and keep telling yourself, hey, you're this and you're this, you're this. It's like, bro, this is our life. When we fall into sin, right, for me, it was, I fell into lust and temptation, right? But there's so many other sins. There's so many other things that it's not specific to me, but you have a specific sin that you're trying to overcome. But the thing is, we don't give ourselves grace. We don't sit here. I want you guys to really act like this, right? To envision this. If we serve a good God, why would he make you feel bad about yourself? So if you did something that was bad, and internally you felt bad about that, and you recognized it, you said, hey God, I feel bad about this moment. Can you have mercy on me? Can you give me grace? He's going to look at you and he's going to say, my son, my daughter, thank you for just coming to me about this. He's going to say, oh, look at what you are. Look how bright you are. And that joy of saying, and you're telling yourself, I am saved by his grace. I am loved. He does care about me. He does listen to me. That's where a lot of guys, that's where you win at. The enemy did not expect me to lean on God. He did not. He thought that, oh, I failed to sin. Oh, he's going to go back to his old ways. I'm like, no, what do you mean? I wasn't keeping count. I know it's been a while, but I wasn't keeping count. It doesn't mean this is a go-ahead for me to fall back into my old ways. It means that I get to have this and utilize this as a testimony for the rest of the guys and everybody that wants to learn how to overcome these sins that go in their lives. Like, that was the perspective that I was having. That's the belief. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I am changing. When you start looking at that, that's like the true faith. And I want you guys to be able to be comfortable with giving yourself grace when you sin. I'm not telling you guys to sin over and over. I want you guys to understand that he understands what you're going through, but he wants you not to feel bad about yourself. For guys, when we fall for that trap door of the world, those sites and those things that we look at, that trap door for us is where we often get into the moments where I need to get penalized. I've already done the bad thing. Well, I should keep doing it because God's looking at me in disappointment. In reality, he's looking for you to be in a surrender mode and say, God, I need you to have mercy and grace on me and allow my mind to have grace for myself where I can live in your presence. And that's where this entire bubble, this protection that is over you, it starts radiating out of you and you start being able to be like, oh yeah, my father he was tough. He said what he said, he did what he did for me. And that's what you start living at. And I want so many guys to be able to recognize that because not a lot of people are saying this. We have to have grace for ourselves. We have to have love for ourselves, even when we do something bad. Because our Father doesn't want us to feel bad. That's not his portion. The enemy wants you to feel bad. You feel me? Like, why would God ever want you to feel bad about yourself? So the more you understand that, the more you grow. But believe it or not, class is closed. Okay. Guys. I need you guys to tap in. Tap in for me. Guys, if you haven't popped into the Discord, go to the Discord. The link is in the bio. Just click it. The Book of Yay. Join the Discord, guys. Also, go to YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Turn me up. But I want to get to the one point that everybody's been asking me. Coach this, coach that, coach, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm doing a 6-month coaching program. Guys, it's a one-on-one. It's only a couple spots. Look, for the guys that are serious, go join the Discord. The link is in my bio. DM me one-on-one. And then we can go from there. But guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm only taking people that's trying to get off the bench and trying to play the game and try to win. I'm not taking people that don't want to win. You guys ever been to a program and you look over here and you're like, oh snap, the program's good. Yeah, we're doing that, guys. So the guys that want to get their fitness right. For the guys that want to get their goals right. For the guys that want to demolish the dating game and go and understand how to go past the heartbreak. I'm that guy. For the guys that really want to tap in on their faith, I'm that guy. So I'm only going to take a couple guys that are really serious, guys. We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna see how you're at. But I'm only taking serious people. If you are the type of person that say, hey, I'm done with the fact that I'm losing at life and I want to win, the people that are locked in with the Book of Yay, we gonna win. You gonna look at your teammates and you gonna say, I'm a winner. But at the end of the day, if you come on this side, we gonna work. It's no BS. It's everything. It's daily. So guys, tap in. The Book of Yay. Go to YouTube, subscribe, lock in. But believe it or not, class is closed.